Wall Street Memes Casino,
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.
Andrew McCart, IFLTV, delighted to be joined by Jordan Gill himself. A very, very big Jordan Gill. Super featherweight suits you fine.
I'm only little.
Just had your media workout there. Obviously, we can't take much from these media workouts. Zelfa Barrett's up there doing his pad work as well. You can't really read too much from these. You already know the game plan in your head. Saturday night, the fans are going to be in the arena. What kind of fight can we expect from you two?
I think it's going to be a very exciting fight. I can't see how it's not going to be exciting. We both come to fight. We both can box. We can both fight. We're both very tough. We've showed that on various different occasions. So I just think it's going to be an exciting fight. I think it's going to be a fight where we have blips of everything. So there's going to be times where it's a little bit cagey. There's going to be times where we're inside fighting. We're going to have times where we're both going to have to tough it out, and at times where we're going to have to try and outbox each other. So it's a fight that has it all.
Well, I had the conversation in the gym with one of my PTs, and we'll talk about this fight. And I said I can see drama in this fight. I can see knockdowns, cuts. I can see all which, for me as a boxing fan, I'm excited about. But as a fighter, can you get excited about all that that style of a fight where there's loads of drama and whatnot involved?
That's what we live for, isn't it? I love it. Yeah, it's great. It's one of the fights. It's going to be exciting. There's something. I said it in Belfast. I said, "Oh, what do you think to this fight?" And I was not publicly, but I said it to my friends and family. I said something crazy is going to happen. I just know it, and I feel the same about this fight. I think there's something crazy that's going to happen. So it's exciting, and it's going to be blood and guts.
Listen, music to my ears, because I'm a pure boxing fan, and I love when I see two young, especially British fighters, when there's so much riding on this, because both you and Zelfa right now, the winner goes on to maybe fight for, on the cusp of that world title. Both of you have been earmarked in the past to fight for a world title. You've obviously had your blips in your careers, both of you. So there's a lot more riding on this fight than just it being two British guys going at it in a 50-50 fight, isn't there?
Yeah, definitely. We both want a world title shot. Zelfa's had his world title shot. I've never had one. But we're both back on the brink of fighting for world title. So the winner moves on and gets that shot, and the loser has to start from scratch again almost. So yeah, it means a lot. There's a lot riding on this, but at the same time, like, we're in Manchester, he's the home fighter, he's the favourite, everyone's picking him to win. So there's no pressure on me, there's pressure on Zelfa.
The underdog though, you went to Belfast in your last fight out there, and the performance you put on there was tremendous. It was a very, very good performance. How much confidence do you bring from that fight with McCart to this fight against Zelfa?
Yeah, I mean, I'm on a good run, I feel confident, I feel like I'm in a good place. So it's not so much from that fight, but from the training that I've been doing, from everything that's I'm working at in the gym. I feel like I'm in a good spot. I feel like I'm going to go on a good run now and have some good wins. So I feel confident. But every fight's different, isn't it? Every fight's different. Like the same Jordan Gill you see against Michael Conlan, you don't really see that against Zelfa, because styles make fights, and there's certain things that he does that will take away my attributes that I used in the Conlan fight. So we're going to have to attack this one a little bit differently, but it's hopefully going to be the same result.
Another away day, another home fight you're up against, underdog against McCart, probably another underdog here against Zelfa Barrett. You relishing that?
Yeah, it's what we live for, and it's what we get into boxing for, to do what people say we can't, and to have good fights, good domestic fights. And yeah, it's just exciting that everyone's saying, it's a bit tough fight for Jordan. That just makes me want it even more. So I know myself, when it gets hard, I'm not going anywhere, and I think Zelfa's the same, and that's why it's going to be so exciting.
Obviously, after the post-fight interview out in Belfast, you had a great story. I don't want to go over it again, but people watching the post-fight interview, the story, the comeback story for yourself, so to speak, is there. And you seem happy, and now when I asked for the interview, you were smiling when I'm talking about this fight being a 50-50 fight and there's going to be drama. You were smiling. That old saying, a happy fighter is a dangerous fighter. You're with Barry and Ben down at the Ben Davison Performance Centre down in the Harlow, I believe it is, with your good friend Lee. Anthony Joshua's there. Is that true in your case when I say a happy fighter is a dangerous fighter? Is that how you feel?
Yeah, definitely. All you can ask for is to have the opportunity to show yourself, and you have to be in the right frame of mind to do that. You have to be good physically, mentally. everything has to be working well, and I'm in a spot now where everything seems to be working well. I'm at 130, my body's working well, all my hormones are in check, all my diet, I'm eating more food, I'm just enjoying training, I'm enjoying boxing again, and I think that's the most important thing. You know, none of us will be here unless we love boxing, and like when it gets tough and there's, you know, things that happen like the making the weight where you're not comfortable making, and you know, it just makes the job unsatisfying and not as nice to do every day. So now I'm in a spot where I'm loving what I'm doing. I'm loving the training. I'm enjoying my boxing. I want to learn. I want to progress. I want to do better, and I think that's a really positive place to be.
You mentioned there as well the weight and stuff. You jumped up to featherweight. Could you have jumped up? Did you think? Well, suppose my question is this: was it one too many fights down at featherweight?
Maybe about 3 or 4 too many fights. Yeah, I think, you know, it was tough to make, but you know, whilst you're chasing that world title at one weight, you're only going to find out the hard way, because you don't really move up until you get beat. And you know, I got beat, and I swore to myself I'd never make that weight again and fight it, because it's one thing making a weight, it's another thing performing at it, and I just couldn't do it anymore. But 130, although it's only another 4 pounds, it makes all the difference for me, and I'm just feeling good.
Right, all going well for you on Saturday night, and you win against Zelfa Barrett. That's you beaten at Belfast, that's you beaten at Manchester. Eddie going to take you back? Is it Portsmouth, I believe? Is Eddie going to take you back down there?
Who knows? I think I'm going to stop getting invited to people's hometowns. The Jordan Gill roadshow might come to an end.
I'll invite you to Glasgow, don't worry.
Thanks, mate. Who you got in Glasgow that can beat up?
Oh, just for coffee, mate, that's all.
No worries.
Not fighting me anyway, no chance.
I'm not fighting you anyway. You got height and reach on me.
And weight, and a lot of weight. Like I said to you, this fight, like I said to you, when I was speaking to a couple of my PTs, I said I can see drama and I can see cuts, knockdowns and whatnot in this fight. There's going to be so much that's going to get the fans enthralled into it. That being said, you and Zelfa is going to gel well. What can we expect from you on Saturday night?
Like I said, I think it's a fight that's going to require us both to adapt. There's going to be moments where it's cagey, there's going to be moments where we're boxing, there's going to be moments where we're both on the attack. So for me, I'm going to have to adapt and overcome certain things, and it's who adapts the best, and I believe that will be me.
It's going to be an exciting fight. I can't wait. This is only Wednesday. Saturday can't come quick enough for me. John, thank you so much, mate. I'll speak to you soon. Thank you, mate. Thank you.
Wall Street Memes Casino
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.